Hello friends, good morning. Myself Vijaya Kumar from NeoStencil, and today I will be discussing on how to read newspaper for UPSC Civil Service preparation and how that will be helpful for your current affairs preparation. And then at the last I will be giving some revision tips for your 2019 prelims exam. Okay, first we will discuss why newspaper is important for UPSC preparation. As you all know, so if you are an aspirant who prepared for 2-3 years, you will know that UPSC gives more importance to current affairs, be it prelims or mains. Especially in mains, both GS paper 2 and paper 3, almost 80 to 90 questions are from current affairs. So such is the importance of current affairs. And in prelims, I think in 2015 or 16 there were 50 to 60% of questions from current affairs, directly handpicked from newspaper, that too from Hindu. Okay, so current affairs plays a major role in UPSC civil service preparation, be it prelims, mains, and in interview also they may ask opinion based questions on current affairs. So you can't skip current affairs in UPSC preparation. So how to prepare that current affairs? Newspaper is the major source. What newspaper to read? So recommended newspaper is Hindu. If Hindu is not available in your region, then go for Indian Express. If not, Hindustan Times, Live Mint, English medium. And for Hindi medium, go for the popular standard regional paper in your region. That would be more suffice. And stick to one newspaper and follow that newspaper judiciously. Okay. Next, how to read newspaper. For the first timers I am saying, so this is not for those who have already prepared for 2-3 years, they know what to read and what not to read. And those who are in the beginning stage of preparation, this video will be helpful for you. Okay, how to read. In newspaper, first you should know what to read and what not to read. Okay, for this you should have a good clarity on the UPSC syllabus. Say for example, you should know thoroughly all the keywords present in the UPSC prelims and UPSC main syllabus. All the keywords, say in governance, say accountability, all the keywords, constitution amendment, what are all the keywords coming in that syllabus, you should know all the keywords. When you read that newspaper, you can correlate that topics given in that syllabus. Okay. Next comes what sections you should read in the newspaper and what sections you should avoid read and what not to read in the newspaper. Say for example, I will be giving examples from the Hindi newspaper. Accordingly, this applicables to all the newspapers, but I will take example of Hindi newspaper. Say in Hindi newspaper, first page is very important. See what are the breakthrough news happens now, that will be reflected in the first page, and you should follow the first page news daily. Say yesterday there was a news on black hole photo released by National Science Foundation. So that is a breakthrough event and you should make a note of it. There was a good infographic on it. And there will be some news which are not relevant for you. Say you can avoid the political dimensions in the first page news, you can avoid. Next comes city and region news. So city news is not important because whatever happens in Delhi or any of your region, that news is not important from the UPSC perspective. Okay. And entertainment and sports are not least important. Then what sections should you read? National news, international news, and business sections. And there will be in the middle of the newspaper there will be a section called editorial columns. Okay. How to read those topics? Say as I said earlier, you can avoid the political news and you should give related to government related news. Say for example, if any government schemes is launched, any bill is passed, so these are all government related news now. You should grasp those news and you can avoid all the political news that is least important. So apart from this Hindu newspaper, you can follow PIB. Daily they will be releasing the press releases. Those will be very important and questions will be picked directly from PIB statements. So you can follow PIB website, Press Information Bureau. In newspapers, there will be two kind of news. Say for example, one is called news reporting and another one is called news analysis. So what is news reporting? So recently government passed a bill for 10% reservation on economic weaker section. So this is a news reporting. Say cabinet has approved, president has approved the bill. So these are all news reporting. So you can just come to know, bill is passed. Now you should know why the bill is passed. So for this analysis comes. So the analysis will be done in the editorial columns. I would suggest in the initial stage, you read the leftmost column. 2 columns will be there in the editorial section. You try to follow those those analysis, because it will be difficult for you in the initial stage. As time progresses, you will come to know how to understand the news analysis. Okay, I will be giving some tips also to how you should analyze the newspaper, news analysis and all. Next comes for UPSC preparation, how the current affairs will be held. Say what are the news is flowing in the newspaper, how you should grasp that information. Say, as I said earlier, one is factual information. Say for example, as I said earlier, say black hole image is released. Who released it? What is that telescope? Event Horizon Telescope. And who spoke about black hole theory earlier? It was Einstein. And what is black hole? So these are all some factual information. This will be at times, this is not a topic reflect in mains, but it may come in prelims. So these are all factual information. So you should make a note of it. Daily basis, if you make a note of it, it will be helpful for your revision. Then comes the analytical aspect. Say for example, as I said, the 10% reservation bill passed. So in that analytical aspect, you should know first what is the 124th amendment bill, why amendment is needed, and what are the problems in that amendment. See, this is from the constitutional dimension. Next comes the 10% reservation is for whom, how it will benefit from the social dimension. So in that news analysis itself, there will be 2 dimensions for this particular topic. So you should know how to amend the bill, how to amend the constitution, and what is the procedure involved in it. And say for example, there is a relation between the first amendment bill and the recent 124th amendment bill. So you should know what is the relation and what is the procedure followed in this 10% reservation. So whether it is good, bad. So you should analyze all the dimensions. So if you follow this kind of steps now, then it will be helpful for your preparation. Okay. Why you should do the analysis? You may ask. Now you may ask, why should I do the analysis? Okay. In mains answer writing, there will be question will be based pure on analysis. They won't ask simple question. What are the provisions of 124th bill? Never. UPSC never asks this kind of questions. They will ask what is the procedure followed and what is the what is the relation between, as I said earlier, first amendment and the 103rd amendment act. So you should know the constitutional dimension of the question, or not simply the provisions of the bill. Say and the next dimension is, as I said earlier, the social dimension, whether quota is good or bad, and who are going to benefit, whether it will be this is benefit or not. Say our founding fathers never gave importance to the economic dimension. They gave importance to the educational backwardness and social backwardness. Even in the Pune Pact, see the relations. See from the constitution, it goes up to the history also. Pune Pact, where Gandhi and Ambedkar decided we need to give to the socially and educationally backward classes, not the economic dimension. So after 70 years of independence, now the economic dimension comes into the picture. So whether it is right or wrong. So such kind of discussions will be taking place in the future. So you should follow all these analytical dimensions. It may be helpful for your GS paper 2 answer writing, and if you are optional, say for example public administration, sociology, this kind of analysis will be helpful for you, and you can write much better answer and much better dimension. So newspaper reading with your analytical mind plays a major role, and I would suggest that always question yourself whenever you read, be it newspaper, be it general studies. Always ask this question to yourself: why, what, where, who, how and when. See, for again, this is from my seniors and mentors, I am saying every issue has a 6 dimensions like a cube in the face. So you should analyze all the 6 dimensions, then only you can derive a conclusion. This will also helpful for your ethics also. When you're writing ethics case studies answers, don't analyze the topic from single dimension. Analyze it from multi-perspective dimension. Then only you can derive a conclusion after analyzing all the dimensions. So if you follow in such way, your preparation will be comprehensive, your answer writing will be comprehensive. If everything is good, then you will also get good score. And finally, for the aspirants who are preparing for 2019, so roughly today is 12th, roughly 45 days is left for prelims exam. So these 45 days, as in the earlier video, I think from our team Shubhra and Akshay would have told, revision is the key. Yes, revision is the key. Now I will tell you how you should revise the topics. In prelims exam, there are I broke up into 6 subjects plus 1 current affairs: history, geography, polity, economy, science and tech, and art and culture. And you pick any 2 subjects for the week. Okay, and in that 2 subjects, prepare first half 1 subject, second half 1 subject, and 1 hour for current affairs and 1 hour for practice marks. So break your day schedule into 4 sections, 10 hours a day, and you follow this routine for 3 weeks for 6 subjects plus current affairs revision. If this one cycle continues, the same cycle with bit faster pace. Say for example, 3 subjects per week, again 4 hours, 1 hour current affairs, 1 hour mock test. And every Sunday, practice 1 mock test. The more you practice, the better you perform, and the more you revise, the better you recall in the examination. So don't skip the revision part. In UPSC preparation, you never have that feel that I have read enough. No, you won't get that feel. How you manipulate the information that you gained so far, that plays the major role. So please revise and please practice more mocks. So that's it for the day. Thank you.